Hey everybody, welcome to Old Man and Skinny Guy.
I'm Old Man.
I'm the Skinny Guy.
And I'm the skinny gal.
Hey, welcome to a very special episode, episode 26, our interview, are you ready for this? With Jake and Gigi Edgley. That's right, you heard correctly. So this episode is actually a very special episode for the very reason that it's actually dropping at the same time, on the same day, for patrons and for the public. And the reason for that is because we had this amazing opportunity kind of fall into our lap, and we needed to jump on it as quickly as we can. We were invited to Saikoucon out in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Not all of us could make it.
Not all of us went, so not all of us got to go. So the Old Man and Skinny Gal were on location at Saikoucon. I was busy at work.
Yes, life happens sometimes, as it does.
Yeah.
But you were there in spirit. Shannon was using your Incredible Hulk penis microphone the whole time.
It worked really well.
Yeah, as it does.
It's pretty good.
And without Shannon, her help as a co-host and just my Sherpa through
an anime convention.
Yeah, it was just completely. I couldn't have done it without you. So thank you.
But yeah, it was because you guys were able to go, though, that you were able to get this interview with Jake and Gigi Edgley. So for those who don't necessarily recognize Gigi Edgley, she was known for playing
Chiana
on Farscape, which is a sci-fi TV show that was done in conjunction with Jim Henson Studios, who built a lot of the aliens and puppets and props that were used on that show. And then Gigi actually later on went and hosted the Jim Henson Creature Shop Challenge TV show, where it was like a reality show where people were competing to get a job at Jim Henson by building creatures and puppets and all sorts of cool stuff.
Right, and she's also doing a lot of independent movies. One of the things she was screening Nexus, and she's also they're looking for fans to be a part of putting that together, and also Hashtag is the other one that she was doing. So she's got a lot. She's spinning a lot of plates.
Yeah, and currently, she is touring with her brother.
Her brother is Jake Edgley. He is known for being on Australia's The Voice and X Factor. He has an amazing voice and is very good at guitar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amazing musician, yeah.
Yeah, and so they're actually traveling around the U.S. right now as part of a tour.
Yes, it's called the Wanderland Tour, and we're going to put all the websites and everything that you need in the show notes. But they started their tour out in Australia, and that's where this interview actually starts off. They're talking about the tour, what they've been doing, what they've done so far, what they're going to be doing. They actually, do a nice original piece that's kind of mixed with a cover, which is really kind of cool. For their busy schedule, the fact that we actually got them to sit down with us, and they were super sweet and super accommodating. It was just amazing.
Yeah, and you guys got to watch them do their full set later that night, too.
Yes. There was, again, very good. I mean, they're consummate professionals. And speaking of being consummate professionals, you'll notice, because we were at a convention, you will hear convention noises in the background of this interview.
Convention goings-on were had all around you.
Yes. And while there were, some of them could have been distracting for others, they were the consummate professionals, and they kind of sat there with us, and they did the song, and they did the interview, and they were amazing. Oh, and just really quickly, just wanted to let you guys know that there will be a larger Saikoucon episode, which this interview will still be a part of. But we also did some interviews. We did an interview with some cosplayers that actually showed up to the event, as well as anime voice actress Christina Kelly. She was good enough to actually sit down with us as well. There's that to look forward to. But we wanted to make sure that we got this out as soon as possible, considering their New York date is coming up this Saturday.
Yeah, so we mentioned that this is dropping at the same time for listeners and patrons because we wanted to make sure we got the word out. A lot of what they're doing with this Wanderland tour is driven by their fans and their community of support. And we wanted to make sure we did our part because we're all about that. We're all about sharing what cool things are going on in the community and letting you guys know about them when we find them. So to that end, this Saturday, they're going to be playing where?
They're going to be at the Rockwood Hall in New York. That's Saturday, August 4th. And again, we're going to have all that information in the show notes. But we wanted to make sure that we got this particular part of the interview out to folks to so they can actually come out and support them in everything that they're doing.
No matter where you are in the United States, when you check out the Wanderland website, try to go out and hang out with Jake and Gigi, watch their shows, tell your friends. They will be traveling through many places in the U.S. as well as Canada.
Yep, and yeah, just bring your friends, bring your family. Drag somebody off the street. Just to support them as best you can, because again, they're doing this with the fan support, and it's actually pretty amazing. And they talk about it in the interview, so you'll hear more about it. And the website is wanderland.love. And you can also get information on some of the other stuff at gigiedgley.com as well.
Nice. So yeah, we just want to thank all of our listeners and patrons. It's because of you guys that we were actually able to send the old man and the skinny gal out to Saikoucon to get this great experience, to have this opportunity to meet Gigi and Jake.
Yeah, without you, I mean, this wouldn't have been possible. Again, we were supposed to be on hiatus. If you follow us on any of our social media, and you're probably like, why is an episode coming out? It's because of you.
And because the old man can't leave well enough alone.
No, yeah, it's like I'm supposed to be taking a break. That's not happening. Because there's just too many. There's too many things that people need to hear about, and this is especially this is one of them. So with that, once again, welcome to episode 26, our interview with Jake and Gigi Edgley. Enjoy.
And that was pretty amazing. Jake organised us a 3-hour set.
Playing purely covers that one, down by the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House, right between them. Very scenic. We shot a few little vids there that we put onto YouTube. One by Amy Winehouse. It's kind of cool. And then after that, we did
Originals.
We did our original set at a place called Cafe Lounge, which was really nice, intimate evening. Different sort of vibe to the sort of pub covers gig that I'd organised originally, and that was a lovely night as well. Had a lot of our family there and a lot of friends and fans come along too, which was really cool.
And then we did San Diego Comic-Con. It was an opening
That was
night.
The US premiere over there.
With over 1,000 people, and the amazing Bernie Bregman and Ryan Silverberg, part of the Flux Capacitors, asked us to join them on stage. Well, they invited us to be part of Ready Party One, and then we're like, can we play with you guys? Because we're not going to be a big enough noise to fill a nightclub.
Right.
They were so charming, and they were like, all right. So we all joined forces, and like we were talking about before, that's one of the cool things about the Comic-Con world is we're all one big, beautiful family, and there's so many talented, amazing people within this community that it's important that we help each other out and put good energies out into this crazy world.
Absolutely.
It's really our mission behind this whole Wanderland tour. Then we played Martha's Vineyard, a homemade pizza night in a big brick oven.
Wholesome evening for all involved. That one. It's very nice.
And then we went to Connecticut.
Connecticut, yes. We had Hole in the Wall Theatre, and really nice little crowd with fans and friends and everywhere in between.
Yep. And then now we're here at the amazing Saikoucon. After this, we go to New York. We play the Rockwood Music Hall this Saturday. We also have Lake Charles, New Orleans, Houston, Atlanta, Little Rock, Denver, San Francisco, Vegas, Toronto, Stockton,
And a show on the moon.
A show on the moon.
We booked the rocket ship. Thanks, Richard Branson. Yeah, love my Virgin credit card.
Oh, I'm not a virgin.
We know that.
Yeah, so you guys seem to have a really like amazing rapport, considering that you're siblings.
We've had 31
we
years
never-
of practice.
And we never see each other. So
So that's helpful.
we work different shifts because I'm 6 months pregnant. So I go to bed at 6 p.m. Jake comes to bed at 6 a.m. And then he wakes up at 6 p.m. and I go to, so it works.
Yeah, so you're basically on rotating shifts.
We're on 24 hours a day. We're on.
You're blessed that he's here right now.
Yes, yes, we are.
I woke from
He
my
reminded me
snooze.
this morning, thank goodness, because I was in a tizzy with other bits and pieces, and he's like, "Don't forget the interview. What time?" I'm like, "Oh, thank God you're here." I would be like, "Huh?"
So he's kind of your manager while you're on the road.
Yeah.
Yes,
right.
he keeps me in line.
Yeah.
We're in line. Not too much partying.
Oh, Benny.
Exactly. I run a strict ship. I do all the partying for both of us.
Yeah,
That's
he'll help me out drinking my
That's
beverages.
the trick.
Really
That's
taking a
acceptable.
bullet there. I applaud you.
Taking the bull by the horns. Last night
And a
was
bullet.
a solid effort too.
Taking the bullets whilst taking the bull by its horns.
Yes,
That's awesome.
absolutely.
Do you guys
That's
have any
amazing.
other siblings?
Yeah, we've got a big family. So we've got, there's 8 of us in total. We've got our older brother who's 54 or thereabouts, and our youngest half brother who's 4. So, and everywhere in between.
Oh wow.
There's 8 of us, yeah. So it's Christmases can get a little hectic and a little expensive as well, trying to book places, especially around Sydney and stuff like that.
So that's why this year they're all going to come and meet the new baby that I'm making right now in my stomach.
Not like
And
me.
visit me at Christmas.
That's why I'm here now.
Los Angeles.
I've paid my debt.
It sounds like you're trying to get the whole family out here. That's awesome.
They always say it's never going to happen, and then
Visit the baby
then
once.
they all manifest. I'm like, haha. Visit the baby, you must.
And how long is the flight from Australia to the US?
Mine was pretty easy, just straight through. Did it with Qantas. It was really relaxing, actually. I just watched a bit of Black Mirror, which I just started getting into on Gigi's recommendation. Super intense, great show.
I didn't recommend to do it on jet lag while you're flying 15-hour flight.
I loved it. Jet lag or no jet lag. So I watched that on the way across, and it was about, I think it's about 14 or 15 hours. I kind of got confused between all the time zones and all that stuff. I don't actually remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, something like that. 14,
long
15
flight.
hours. Yeah, I kind of smashed through it and had a couple of 1-hour naps, which was much needed.
And then as soon as he got off the plane, he's been a trooper.
She's like,
Let's rehearse for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now, in the car.
You want a nap, do you?
Never. Never
you or
sleep. So then I drag him to the costume shop, and I'm like, this looks great. And we, choose all these ridiculously elaborate costumes for San Diego Comic-Con. And then we are the beautiful man, because like these are outfits that Katy Perry's worn, and who were the other people that he mentioned? And then
Beyonce.
And we're
wow.
and Jake and Gigi.
Jake and Gigi, most importantly.
So we're like, we'll have these shoes and that crown and those wings and that cyber intergalactic light up saber and that. And he showed us the bill, and we're like, we'll just take the shoes.
And maybe just one of the shoes.
Just a shoelace.
Just one each.
So yeah, it's been a really cool adventure.
That's
and
great.
The whole reason is to, you guys have all been so supportive, and Farscape people and sci-fi fans throughout the last 20 years have just been a complete blessing to me and to really my family, because they've supported me and helped me and fed me and looked after me. If not, I would be still probably living with Jake. Jake, can I have some money? Some more money. It's been a beautiful mission to literally, it all began, we just put out on social media saying, hey guys, do you have a backyard, a nightclub, a venue, a Comic-Con, a restaurant that you would like to see us at, or that people that would like to join us? And so it's completely manifested from the heart and souls of everyone along the way. It's not a big production, not made by big production. It's literally Jake and Gigi on the other end with you guys, the fans, making the posters, doing the ticket sales, booking the flights, booking the accommodation,
That's community.
Singing
Yeah,
songs.
that's community, and that's
Yeah,
amazing.
we have to sing the songs too.
Yeah, it's kind of part of it.
And in each
Good work.
town, we've pretty much joined forces with a local band, artist, burlesque dancer, live artist that's been painting as we go. We've got a beautiful live artist joining us in San Francisco.
Drunk guy who can't sing. You got it. We'll get him on stage.
Yeah, we'll get you on stage. We want it to be. We want it to be a really enjoyable night for everyone. You know, we don't just want to come and do a show and see you later.
Right.
And in certain cities as well, the host, we've said to the host, look, if you've got a charity of your choice that you want to, we'll give a portion of the proceeds to them. We would love to do that because we want to give back as we're cruising through. Not that we're making a huge amount of funds, but what we are making, we'd like to share it. So that's it's been a pretty delightful journey.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. We heard myself and my wife and a friend of ours were here last night watching you guys up on the stage right over here, and you guys were amazing. Yeah, and especially we loved the originals. Like, you know, everybody loves covers, you know, but you guys were really good. The originals were
covers
good.
we kind of make a bit original because we're like, wait, what words?
Yeah.
Next.
No, we have new words for these covers.
So I know you're gonna grace us with a song, but before that, I know Shannon had one question for you. I'll ask if she doesn't mind. What's it like when you go out to conventions, Gigi, and you see all of these folks cosplaying as Chiana? Like what is that surreal for you a little?
So blessed, so grateful.
Yeah.
So I'm usually running down the hallway chasing them because they don't know that I'm Chiana because I just look like a normal human without 3.5 hours makeup on. Well,
Normal human. Debatable.
Yeah, very debatable, especially in the morning. Jake, I woke up like, Jake, he's like, what have you done with my sister? And you ate far too many donuts last night. Your stomach is it's just growing every day, isn't it? I'm like, Jake, am I making a baby or a baby Shrek?
Donut shop.
Donut shop, I don't know. So it's very special when I meet people that have put in so much time and energy and really thought it through, and to the point where almost, you know, down to the very stitch, you know, they examine the outfit and I'm like, this is extraordinary.
Yeah.
So it's always very delightful.
That's awesome.
Sounds awesome.
Well, yeah. So what are you gonna sing for us today?
So this is a song, it's called LA Charm. It's about when I moved to Los Angeles about 10 years ago. I've lived all around the world, but I've spent my majority of the last 10 years in LA. And yeah, you'll pretty much get the gist of it as we go, I guess.
Okay. Very
And
cool.
we're going to mash it into one of our favourite covers, or a few of our favourite covers.
Yeah.
'Cause why not?
Yeah. Why not? Absolutely.
It's a strange place if you're not from here, but on a short skirt if you want free beer, 'cause that's all they seem to really care about here, is what you got for me.
Don't worry, girl, I won't do you no harm. Come have a taste of this LA charm. Got my reasons for wanting you on my arm. So tell me, baby, what you got for me.
I got a smile and a whole lot of style. You can take my hand if you wanna walk for a while. I can't promise anything, so don't hold me to it. Oh, I know what you want, and I ain't gonna do it.
Now listen, baby, I got everything you need. I swear I'll call you the next day indeed. Be by the hour for a room up the street, so you can show me what you got for me.
It's a strange place if you're not from here, but on a short skirt if you want free beer, 'cause that's all they seem to really care about here, is what you got for me.
I see you smile, my whole world goes wild. I'll take more than you have if we can keep on walking for a while. I can promise you everything that you can hold me to it. I know you know what I want, and you think you're gonna do it.
It's a strange place if you're not from here. Keep your eyes open, have no fear, 'cause that's all they seem to really care about here, is what you got for me. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more. No more. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more.
Now woman, don't you treat me so mean. You're the meanest old woman that I ever seen. I guess if you said so, I'd have to pack my things and go.
Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more. No more. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more.
Now and then I think of when we were together, and when you said you felt so happy you could die. I told myself that you were right for me. I felt so lonely in your company, but that was love and it's an ache I still remember.
You can get addicted to a certain kind of sadness, like resignation to the end, always the end.
Always the end.
So when you told me we could not be friends, but you said that it still made sense, well, I admit I was so glad it was over.
But you didn't have to cut me off, make it like it never happened and that we were nothing. Guess that I don't need your love, but you're treat me like a stranger and I feel so.
We could have had it all,
You didn't have to stoop so
rolling
low.
in the deep.
Have your friends collect your records,
We
change
could have had
every
it
number.
all.
Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Just
Somebody. There's a fire growing in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, bring me out of the dark. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't you underestimate the things that I may do. Hit the road, hit the road, hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more. No more. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more.
Awesome.
That was so awesome.
That was great. That was
That's
great.
the,
A little early in the morning for a
I
sing
was
along.
just about to say, that was the early morning, 12:30 p.m. sing-along version.
by the Crows.
No, that was amazing, though. That's amazing.
You guys have really good voices.
Very organic.
Thank you. You have a nice voice too.
Oh, thank you. Gonna make me blush.
So has singing come naturally to both of you? Like it's just.
Jake's given me the courage to come out of my shell, because in the early days I did all like musical theatre and I felt very comfortable when I was a character.
Right.
And then he's probably been my main inspiration to use my normal voice, whatever that is. And, you know, you got that voice, and it's terrifying because when you hear yourself, it's like, ugh.
The hell is that? We'll probably listen to this back whenever it comes out and be like, Oh, lordy. Maybe we should stop the tour.
No, do not stop the tour.
Yes, do not.
Do not stop the
We
tour.
won't stop.
We won't stop.
We won't stop, never stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Jake was on The Voice and
And did X Factor and
X
stuff.
Factor
Yeah.
as well.
Back in Australia, and that was really positive experiences. It got me going full-time music. I've been full-time musician for coming up to 6 years.
Wow.
Before that, I was playing online poker.
Yeah.
Speaking of gaming,
Yeah.
and before that, I was doing graphic design. So a bit of a jump between
Yeah. But you're following.
occupations. And I played tennis professionally. when I was
But
very
you're
young.
follling your passion, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everywhere I went was following passion.
Yeah.
See where my passion takes me tonight,
Yeah.
ladies.
So.
Yes, ladies, convince him to stay in America.
Yes. That's how you're gonna get them.
Remember, baby.
So everything can be found. So tell us. So it's gigiedgley.com, right? We can find all of the tour dates and
Yes,
everything.
well, actually, our main for the Wonderland, it's wanderland.love.
Okay.
I'll let
Wonderland
you
with an
spell
A.
it with your American accent.
Wanderland.
Wanderland.
WANDERLOVE.
No, you forgot the land.
Yeah. Wonderland.
Wanderlove.
So it's Wanderland, WANDER,
Okay.
Roger,
Yeah.
LAND .love.
That love.
That's it.
So it's Wander. Just kidding.
One more time.
One more
We're
time.
in a loop. We're in a loop. Echo, echo. Wonderland.love. It's got all the links to our social media. As we said before, this is a complete tour run from everyone's heart and souls and love and passion. So we need all the help we can. Sharing it, coming to this shows,
Bringing friends.
If you want to come on board, the contact page on Wanderland site actually goes directly to Jake and I.
Okay.
So it's a very personal experience. It's not going through a middleman, whatever else.
Big
It's
agency
all
or
us.
corporate.
So we're sorry about that.
Bill Gates doesn't get in there and reply to your email. It's
Right,
actually,
yeah.
it's actually us.
Just us. So anyway, you guys want to help out, that would be amazing, and we can't wait to meet you and share this truly magnificent adventure with you. And to me, and I feel like it may be Jake's as well, but it by far is the biggest adventure I've ever been on in my life.
Definitely.
Because I'm
a
about
lot
to
of
have a
fun.
baby as well.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be the only one
Your
for a
last
while.
adventure.
My
You'll be in
last
the
ever
house.
adventure.
You'll be housebound, baby bound, wiping bums, poo on face.
Yeah, poo on
Just how
face.
you like it.
That just went in a totally different direction, but okay.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a dirty sex chat, isn't it?
Well, we just changed the show.
It's the poo cast.
Okay, that's enough. Oh my God, we're going so well.
No. This is all good. It's all fun. It's all good.
But yeah, come and enjoy a beautiful evening with us. We can't wait to meet you. And we'll see you soon.
Yes, thank you, and thank you again for sitting with us
Yes,
and,
thank you
and
so
doing
much.
a song for us. That was amazing. So,
No worries.
yeah, and so with that, I'm Old Man, and
And I'm the skinny gal.
we'll catch you later. And remember, don't dream it, be it.
Yeah.
Take care. Thank you for listening to our show. We hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did enjoy the episode and you haven't already, don't forget to click subscribe or like, whichever your podcast platform requires of you to say, hey, I think that show's kind of awesome. I think I want to keep listening to it. Do that thing. We really appreciate you listening, and any kind of support that you can give us in the way of subscribing or liking to us is great. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and our Instagram, all at Old Man Skinny Guy, one word. And if you want to help continue supporting the kind of content that we're giving you and doing amazing interviews or episodes like you just heard, maybe you might want to become a patron of ours. And you can do that by visiting patreon.com/oldmanskinnyguy. And remember, we can do this, but we can do it better with your support. This is one big community. Let's all do this together. So again, you can find us all on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram at Old Man Skinny Guy. You can click subscribe and like us. And if you're interested in becoming a patron, patreon.com/oldmanskinnyguy. Take care, and remember, don't dream it, be it.